Hey everybody, it's me, Megan, and today I'm going to be talking about hair types. When you are on a hair journey, learning your hair type is the very first and most important thing you must do in order to create a regimen and to understand your hair characteristics and how to go about making your regimen. Because hair types help you understand why your hair does this and what you may need to incorporate into your regimen for your hair type. So you may ask me, what is a hair type anyway? A hair type is how your texture is defined by number and letter. So hair types range from letters 1 through 4, letters A through C. So 1 through 4 is the actual category, and the category, you'll see when I actually show the pictures, it's kind of hard to explain. And then the letters A through C is how deep your curl pattern is within that category. So if you are relaxed, to find out your hair texture, you will be judging from your new growth. And what is new growth? New growth is what the new hair that it has grown in that is not relaxed, and there you'll see your natural hair texture. So you're going to be judging your hair type from that. And the easiest way, in my opinion, to find what your hair type is when it's wet, because you can really see that defined curl of what your natural hair state is. So my hair type is 3C, 4A, and yes, you can have a mixture of hair types because sometimes hair types change on yourself depending on the areas of your hair. Some people may have a more coarser texture in the back of their hair. Some people may have a less coarse texture in the front. For example, me, I'm 3C. My 3C hair texture is normally towards the front, and then my 4A hair texture is more towards the back here. So I think I covered everything that I wanted to before I show you guys the actual pictures of hair types. So hopefully these pictures will help someone figure out what their hair type is. So the hair type number 1 is straight. So if your natural hair texture is straight with no bend or no wave, you are a number 1. And hair texture number 1 doesn't have an A or an A through C because it's just straight. There's no defined pattern there that needs to be categorized. So that's 1. And then hair type 2A is still somewhat straight, but there's a slight bend and a slight wave in there. So that's 2A. Okay. And then 2B starts to get a little bit more of a S wave pattern. So that's 2B. And with this one, there isn't that much, that many waves. There's waves, but it's not a lot of them. And you'll see as I go on with the hair textures, you'll see how as the hair types go on, the more curls will appear, making your hair appear tighter in curls. And this is 2C, so you can see it starts to get a little bit more waves. So that's 2C. I'm holding them up a while so people can actually see and probably, you know, go along with this video and finding out their hair type as you watch this video. So if you're wondering, like, why is she holding up these cards for a while? So people can really see what their hair type may be. Because for this video, this may be the first time someone ever heard of hair types and need to find out. So this is, this is 2C. And now this is 3A. So 3A, you start to actually get a coil and ringlets, like a pigtail. A pig curl, not pigtail, but a pig curl. So with 3A, there isn't that much coil. There isn't as many coils, but there are coils there. And when I say coils, that means curls. This is 3B. So you can see there's more coils happening more frequently on the strand. So that's 3B. So now I'm about to show you 3C, which is my hair type that I have towards the hairline of my hair. So this is 3C. So you can see there's more coils and it's really curly. So that's 3C. And then 4A, which is my hair type as well, and my 4A is towards the back of my hair. So you can see there's a lot more coils and it's tighter, giving it a more coarse appearance. So there's more frequent coils going on the strand. So as the different categories go on, the tighter the curl is, and then the more frequent the curl pattern becomes as the letters go on. So this is 4B, and you get more of a zigzag appearance with this, creating a tight texture of hair. Excuse me. So that's 4B, and this is 4C here. So it's more of a very tight strand. It's not so much coils anymore, but then you get more of a coarse texture here. So if you are relaxed, you may, for example, have hair type 4B. So that's 4B hair type. And then when you relax your hair, it turns into this. So that is why you need to know your natural hair texture in order to create a regimen on how to care for your hair, because this is your hair type if you're originally 4B in your natural state. So yeah, like I said, just knowing your hair type really helps you understand your hair overall and how to go about caring for your hair. Now with each hair type, you may, for your own personal thing, you may need to read up on some things of the actual characteristics. Now I will say, as your hair becomes more curly, it may become more dry because the product has a harder time going throughout the whole strand of hair. Versus, you see how this is straight? So if you put product on this hair, it's gonna easily distribute. Now with this, with more texture hair, sometimes our hair gets a little bit more drier than other textures because our natural oil doesn't fall as fast on our hair strand versus this one that doesn't look like our hair type. So if you have any questions, I wanted to keep this video as simple as possible. I didn't want to go too advanced or too much in advanced detail about other things with hair types and textures, but I just want to be very basic. So hopefully this helps someone figure out what their hair type is. And again, if you have any questions as far as hair types or any hair care sites, they will be down in the bottom bar as far as link to hair care sites that you can join and forums. Like I said, questions, comments, please feel free to put those down below, and thanks for watching.